Sometimes we want to go to the fancy restaurants, the finest ones you can find. We deserved it, all the work we done, through centuries in time. Don't you agree, darling? I don't know what you're saying. I don't agree with you. I really think you need to think about what you're saying. Deserve is another word of work for it. I couldn't work if I wanted to. I'm so in love with you. I can't even go around and think less of anyone else. Really don't flatter him like that. That's why he's like he is today. And then you wonder why he acts like he don't want to listen to you now. Because you put sugar on the butt, then you put honey on it. And then you tell him it's going to be all right if you take a cough drop and granny got it in the morning. That's a fairy tale. See, that's what we doing to our children, huh? No, I'm not trying to do nothing. You stay out of my life. Well, you asked me that you over here arguing over dumb stuff. You brought your drama to my home. You tried to make my house disintegrate because you feel in some type of way why I'm sitting over here suffering too. And I'm just trying to figure it out. And then you come over here with your so-called drama from your friend's house. And when somebody pisses you off, you know what you do, girlfriend. You go off the deep end. Not me. I did never say that. I was good to you. You just didn't turn into a complete, you don't like nobody. You so scandalous. You live your life behind a mirror. You don't want to live in your real form because until you grow up, Daddy might not pay for it anymore. Then what you going to do? And if mama's gets money's getting low, what you gonna do then? You're gonna be just like us. Trying to wonder if we're going to be able to withstand without being thrown out in the cold. So don't go over there and fantasize of, well, you got greatness and you're sitting over there acting like we're just over here going to do all the time. I'm not going to jail. I refuse to do your time. I would never go to jail for you. What the heck?
My mama didn't raise me, Tom. My mama wouldn't raise me to do that. No.
I tell you this, you live your life and you go on with your life. And once you realize that you've learned your lesson, and then you can go on further if you stop repeating the same errors, putting up with the same stuff. You can call it crack shit, whatever you want. It's just not what it is. You shouldn't be putting up with this stuff. He needs to be going. Ain't nobody gonna keep putting powder on his behind. That's a grown man and a grown woman. You get it? Well, I tried to tell them. They was over there fighting at the club. And they were fighting at the park. And they were fighting over the hall. And then they were fighting at church. They went to church. If they were fighting on the pew too, and took that wig off and smacked it off. And we came up there. She smacked us for laughing. We was over there laughing. And she smacked us. And I said, oh my God, I'm calling the police on you. We were just looking out our window. We'll talk on if y'all would just stop being peepers. You wouldn't have had to hear my mouth. Somebody, like, yo, was y'all outside just following them? We're not obsessed with them. They're our neighbors, and they got a lot going on. Every night is something different. One pays for this and one pays for that, and then all of a sudden it's a good life now, you know what I'm saying? You be good and you over here watching this crime go down in your face and nobody does anything. I live on a street of what do we hear to pay bills just to keep y'all badge and y'all don't do your work? I was just wondering, what can we do to get law and order here and get someone that wants to do the duty? I know it's hard out here in the street to find good workers, but we always can go up to there and find us somebody that's going to love us and want to stand up for the people, not for just yourself. You just get out of everybody's laundry. That's the problem. You always in my business. And we would have never been fighting in the first place. But no, you took it over there and you wanted to slide down and tell everybody, oh, you did this. Oh, I seen you down there. Oh, I'm going to tell. Oh, I'm going to tell. And it got so irritating. I said, Trick it. Just tell on me. You want my number? You want where I live? You want what time of day? What you going to do about it? Oh, just move away.
Get away from me.
I deserve to do what I like. I don't care about you over there waiting for your cameras and you're peeping and you over here trying to get paid off of me. It's all funny when somebody else is over there looking. But just remember, you want, I want, and all we wanted was to get along. But I see how it is. So I'm going to say this to America and everyone around. It's time for us to wake up to illusions. Don't take the fault of others that is not yours. Make sure you go out like this. If you're going to take me through there, make sure you take me through there with dignity, respect, and whatever I got left in the world to show people that, hey, I'm not guilty until proven guilty. And I'm always judged because I'm different. I still go to the restroom, I clean, I do everything you do, and you still think I will never compare. Maybe so, because I
really don't like the rules down here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all let y'all men talk to y'all any kind of way, and then they're over here trying to beat your tails and stuff, and I don't like that. I'm not with that. I mean, it's time for us to start doing this. Now, why don't we retaliate and we start realizing that if the can't be done well, they got to make a law where it's, if you touch us, then we got retribution coming, and I don't care how you get it, you're still gonna get it.
You shouldn't have put your hands on Lemmy and Timmy. You had no business. That's why you getting locked up to these days. You're going to wonder what the slammer going to let you out for lying. You lied. You lied. Well, yeah, you lied. But I'm still doing what I want. See, I'm still exploring my mind, and I'm still being me while the world wants to know me. And what they want from you and your useless stories. They don't want to believe facts. They don't like to believe truth. Allegedly. They think a lot of people, it's always we're the one lying. And when the truth is right in Americans' face, they can't even take it. That's what I get mad about. And don't get it twisted. Everybody says we should run from America. Get in our boat and start sailing off. Because you are just not thinking rational. But you always want to say, we are not rational. But look what the world do. Fight over nonsense. It don't even make no sense. It's even worse than back in slavery days, like they say, slavery days. And I was never a slave. Slave is a mindset. Slave is where you put yourself at the end. You cut them chains and keep them chains off of you then. Why y'all go back to these slammers and let them lock you back in these bars in them chains, young people, old people. But y'all want to be free. But you go to jail and not using what you know is right within you. The God conscious in you to stand on justice and judgment on the right level. Not on a level is destroyed just because we can. I am here to fight the battle of truth and be happy. I want the world to be happy and know we can exist as each other, but we also got to know there's other things unknown that we do not know. And the lies have to come to the surface to make a new beginning. Everything has to come back to the surface. And then once we come back to that, what we didn't want to see and accept, and that takes the awakening. And it's just time.
illusions don't have to be in your timeline. That's a choice. Wake up or stay asleep. It's up to you. It's your life.